Happy birthday, everybody. Welcome to Cerealsly, where we take cereals seriously. Today on Cerealsly, we are putting to the test the combination of the world's two most disparate concepts, cereal and keto. If you're not familiar with keto, where have you been? But also, keto is a trendy lifestyle eating method in which you minimize carbs and maximize healthy fats. When done correctly, following a keto diet has helped many people lose weight and eat bacon at all hours of the day. It is a change in eating habits that has helped people around the world reach their weight and health goals, the goals they've always wanted to reach. Fundamental to the keto diet, though, is that basic American standard foods just don't cut it. Specifically, you need to cut out almost all processed grains and sugars. Listen, friends, processed grains and sugars are traditionally the entirety of what cereals are. But how then could there be an entire burgeoning market for keto cereals, you might ask? Basically, the cereals we're going to try today have all worked so hard to come up with clever workarounds to mimic the taste and the texture and the basic functions of cereal without any, cereal. That means alternate sweeteners, alternate grain substitutions, and bonus and sometimes copious amounts of fiber, which in keto calculations can be subtracted from your carb count to give you net carbs. It's the net carbs which you have to have very few of every day. In fact, I myself was on the keto diet for about 6 months during the beginning of 2021 where none of us knew what we were doing. I liked it quite a lot. I kept my net carb count to about 20 net carbs a day. That's basically 0 net carbs. Those are accidental carbs. You breathe in, you breathe out, you've had more than the 20 net carbs. But that's where the keto cereals come in. They are out to fill a void of cravings while also keeping people on track to see the results that they want. Overall, that is a very honorable goal. All right, here are the 4 different cereals that we're going to try today. This is not all the keto cereals out there. There are many more, but these are some of the most well-known or recognizable, which is why I chose them. Now listen, we got to put 2 things on the table even before I start talking about the individual cereals. First, keto cereals cannot be as good as regular cereals. They are made out of entirely different stuff. They serve a completely different purpose. They are meant to help keto eaters be reminded of what actual cereal is like, and then be as inoffensive as possible. In the world of keto, inoffensive is a very high bar. But today, we're going to give them that sort of benefit of that sort of doubt. We're not going to hold them to regular cereal standards. The whole normal scale of goodness is going to be transposed downward to be in a more realistic range for these babies. Second, though, I also want to give you the heads up that keto cereals are expensive. If a normal box of cereal is between $3 and $5, a keto cereal will probably be anywhere from $7 to $15 for a box or even a bag. I want to think that's because there's some innovative food science going on behind the scenes. I also don't think it is too evil for them if they just know that they can charge more because starving keto eaters will just pay it. They just want to be close to the real cereal that they're missing. I was certainly there when I first tried them. I was happy to pay a premium price for something that didn't taste like meat. For the sake of this review, though, we're not going to hold price against them. We're going to transpose our normal price range expectations up a little more to be a little more realistic. So goodness expectations down and price expectations up. Fun. With those 2 caveats in mind, let's take a look at our contenders. First, we have the first keto cereal that I saw on the market. It seemed early to me. First I ever heard of Catalina Crunch. Catalina Crunch, I think it might have a Catalina Island connection. That's cool. I live in Southern California near Catalina Island. I chose dark chocolate. I've heard it's kind of their default flavor. It's kind of their plain Cheerios of the Catalina Crunch keto-friendly cereal world. Second, we have the podcast famous Magic Spoon cereal. I have here the fruity version of this. Next, we have the first of 2 cereals distributed by a familiar name. These are called, you can see here, they're called Wonderworks keto-friendly cereal, but they are made by a company we all know and love, dear to my heart, certainly, General Mills. Now I know they're obviously burying the lead. It barely said General Mills on this box. I know they're doing it on purpose here to put keto front and center. I actually think they should promote the General Mills-ness a little bit more. That to me is the name I trust. So I'm much more apt to buy that kind of cereal from General Mills than some company I've never heard of. Finally, one more that definitely puts their brand name in a place of prominence. It is Special K Zero. This is certainly not 0 calories. Instead, it's 0 added sugar, which I guess is good, although I'm sure they had to add a lot of other stuff. But remember, These aren't supposed to be completely normal cereals. They exist in what some people think is a necessary niche, a niche in our keto crazy world. They need to get us thinking that we ate cereal without actually eating any cereal. What do you think? Will we eat these babies and want a side of crispy bacon, maybe even drop a few pounds? Or will we be grossed out and generally just get fatter? That seems to be the trend. Friends, it's time to eat some cereal. All right, I am all set up. You can see I have a bunch of bowls today since we got a lot of cereal to go to. Got my trusty spoon going on, and then ran over to Skimmy John's to grab myself some skim milk. So let's start here with Catalina Crunch. Again, dark chocolate. Okay, oh dang, smells gross. I had hoped to get past the first smell before something was gross or weird. I can't forget though, we're not holding them to the same standard. It sort of has the essence of chocolate, I guess. Let's pour them out. Oh, jeez, this is gonna be hard. They have the size and texture of like maybe Golden Grams if you like burned them in a fire. Very dark. I don't know if I've ever seen a cereal this dark. It's like blending in with my bowl. Fascinating. Let's try one or two before we put some milk on it. Crunchy. Tastes bad, but for keto, tastes fine. You know, I swallowed them and I like them better now. I like the aftertaste better than the taste. Wow, I don't know if I've ever experienced that in a cereal. Let's try it with some milk and see if it's any better, any different. Well, it's way better with milk. But you know why? It's because I can eat it faster, because it goes out of my mouth faster. I would highly suggest swallowing as soon as you can. I've never had a cereal where when it's gone, it's better. Maybe if I try to like maximize the milk and minimize the cereal, that'll be a better experience. All right, my recommendation, Catalina Crunch Dark Chocolate, is you put about 4 pieces of cereal in a whole bowl of milk and you go for it. Basically just drink it down like it's a soup. All right, next, let's go to the most famous one, I think, which is the Magic Spoon one. Again, I shouldn't have opened this off camera. Why did I do that? I did that because I wanted to see if it felt like a normal bag and box. And it does. It opened great. It feels like normal cereal. Because even if this tastes bad, it smells perfect. It smells like every fruity cereal we've ever had. Okay, so far, great experience. Feels like cereal I'm holding it and it's like a cereal. It just smelled like a cereal. That's more than I could have said for Catalina Crunch. So Magic Spoon is off to a good start. Oh my gosh. The colors are like radioactive. I have never seen a yellow like this. It's like so vibrant. It almost looks like if I turn the lights out, it would glow in the dark. Is that possible? That can't be healthy or safe. Let's try some of these dry. I'll give it a keto level. Let's break down the chewing experience to 3 different areas. First is when your teeth hit the thing, it's really good. You feel like you're gonna have a great crunch. Now in the middle section, your teeth are halfway through the O, and it's still like, maybe there's something to this. Maybe I'm eating Fruit Loops. You get to the end of it, your teeth are all the way through, and you're like, what just happened? It gets powdery. It falls apart in your mouth, dusty almost. Much more inoffensive taste. I'm being reminded of cereals that I enjoy by this cereal that so far I have not enjoyed. That's the keto way. Magic Spoon. All right, let's try it with milk. It falls apart by the end of every bite, but I don't want to be rid of it. I don't want to throw it away. And like I said, our standards are so low, but this is a great victory. If I was currently eating keto, I would be in heaven right now. As a normal person, it's terrible, but that's not the point. Good job, Magic Spoon. Is it gonna go down now? I don't like that idea. Come on, General Mills. General Mills. They always know what they're doing in cereals, right? How could they mess this up? Really hard to open this bag. Maybe that's a warning. It's trying to protect us. Ooh, these had a little bounce to them even. They like hit the bottom and went like dong, 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 dong. They look fine. They look like Cocoa Puffs. Very round. You know I've been a stickler of that lately, but There are some of these that flat out look like actual circles, which has been a promise that many other cereals that I love have not been able to live up to. So Wonderworks, you're the most round. I don't know why I taste them dry. They can't be good dry, right? Huh. All of these have such different problems. How odd. This one had the best normal cereal consistency to it. It felt like a leftover Kix almost. But the chocolate, blech, no good. Maybe with milk it'll come alive. Come on, Wonderworks, come alive. This is reasonably inoffensive. The chocolate, by the way, is much better in milk. Brings out a saltiness to it, brings out a cocoa-iness to it. I like this way better than the dark chocolate of Catalina Crunch. So far, actually, I forgot any ratings. 2 so far, 3.5. These are keto ratings, by the way. This got a 2 out of keto ratings. 3.5 for this, 4 for Wonderworks chocolate. These are pretty close. I don't know, 3.5, 4 each. Let's try Special K. I think people trust Special K. So putting your name on this that way is a pretty big statement. Wonderful bag opening. You know I love that. You're gonna have a good time opening the bag part of the cereal. Let's shake it out. I don't even know what's in this. Oh, lumps of cereal. It has all this other stuff covering up the fact that it's like, no, it's just nuggets, like you think. And they are definitely that. They are not round. They are not spheres. They are not orbs. They're literally like lumps. Sometimes the inside of my shoe wears out too quickly and I pull out these little chunks of padding. That's what these look like. They look like little chunks of padding. Weird. Let me taste this dry and see if I can't, hard to grab. What the heck? I'm digging all the way to the bottom before they'll let me grab it. I can't. Sure, it's so dry. You know how I just compared it to the inside of your shoe foam? It was tasted like the inside of my shoe foam. Like I ate it and then suddenly it sucked all of the moisture out of my mouth. Just trying to get me to survive was at risk right there. The cinnamon flavor is really good. Not a great aftertaste. Okay, let's try a spoonful with milk in it. That's what it needed. It was a lot better. Oh no, it's not. Jeez, I'm on a roller coaster today. This tricked me. I got like starting with the chewing and then its full foamness came to life. And I had trouble putting it all together in my mouth in order to shove it down the gullet. Yeah, let's try one. I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the Catalina Crunch. Lots of milk, very little cereal. Oh, there's transformation time. Blossoming foam. Can I control it? I got it down. Whoa. I mean, if you're out for an adventure, trying to swallow your food, Special K, 0 sugar added, is a good treat. But otherwise, it's nasty. So bad, fine. Which in the keto world means bad, and means a miracle occurred. And we should all be celebrating with them. Okay, let's clean this up and get to a conclusion somehow. Well, friends, we have done it all. We talked, we ate, and we traveled together through the whole of what could be called the Ketoverse. And now, it is definitely enough. If you want to try today's cereals for yourself, almost all of them should be available at regular stores like Target, but if you have some place that's a little bit nicer of a market or a health food place, they'll definitely have some of these. Listen, if you haven't yet, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, why not? And leave a comment with what cereal you'd like us to look at together in the future. Until then, never be soggy, my friends. Bye-bye.